1-2. This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Welcome to Piedmont, Oklahoma. This is just north and east or west of Oklahoma City, and we're here with the Carl Albert Titans because tonight the Carl Albert Titans go for victory number 41.
Yep.
And against the Piedmont Wildcats. Piedmont Wildcats come in with a record of 3-1, and obviously the Titans are undefeated and at the top of their district, and so we're excited to be here this evening for this football game. So, what do you think is going to happen tonight?
Well, Piedmont, we were talking about in the pre-show pillow fight was, their line size. They're pretty big on both sides of the ball up front, and we're gonna see some fun stuff defensively from Carl Albert. I'll get to that after we return from break, but I think it's going to be a good matchup. I think Carl Albert's obviously a little bit undersized on the offensive line, but they're so well in their technique.
Right.
That I think it's just going to be a fun matchup to watch all night, and obviously I'm gonna say Carl Albert gets it done and gets win number 41.
Okay, well, we're excited about the opportunity to be here. We've got Piedmont. They're growing. They're a school that's going to be probably 6A2 in the next 5 years, and a beautiful field. This is their second year for this football field, and they've got great new facilities that are coming up all around them. And so this is a school that's on the rise.
Yeah.
And, that's one of the things you said was when we talk about size, I averaged up their front line on the offense is going to average around 230, 240.
Yeah.
And all 6+, and just a good group of players. So it's going to take an effort this evening.
Absolutely.
And we're excited to see what the Titans come up with to defend the offensive juggernaut that took place last week in their victory 45-7 over Guthrie. So we'll see how it comes out.
Yeah, I'm excited. And like you said, Piedmont's growing, and they have plenty of room to grow out here for sure. But, yeah, great facilities, and I'm just really excited for this matchup.
All right. We'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has serviced all makes and models. Hudeberg has combined hundreds of years of experience to better serve you.
Hudeberg Auto Group uses the latest in technology and utmost customer care to get your vehicle back on the road safely and cost efficiently.
And that tickles. Hudeberg Auto Group.
You can count on Hudeberg.
We'll give you more.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more. somewhere starts here.
Mid-Dell Vision Source has been a leading eye care provider in this area for more than 50 years. Our doctors have the experience to diagnose and treat a variety of eye problems, all while providing a high level of personalized care using the latest up-to-date eye care technology. Whether it's contacts, lenses and frames, or just a routine checkup, see the professionals at Mid-Dell Vision Source, bringing excellence into focus. Mid-Dell Vision Source, 2008 South Post Road in Midwest City.
No cussing. There's like
Welcome back to Piedmont High School as we're here for the Carl Albert versus Piedmont Wildcat football game where the Carl Albert Titans come in 4-0. Braden, the keys to the game for me is that Piedmont has this option offense.
Yeah.
And they've been doing a great job. They've got some big guys up front. We talked about that earlier. And so the keys to the game for the Titans is gap assignments on defense.
Absolutely.
If you hold your gaps, the option just doesn't work. Plus speed. Speed is going to challenge the option at every turn. You've got to get them to cut up field. They cannot get the edge on you.
Yeah, and because of that, we're going to see Javion Hunt and Contrell Bazell on the defensive side of the ball playing defensive end tonight, which I think is going to be just so fun to watch because those guys are so physical on the offensive side of the ball, running the rock, down defensive throats. But, having them, you were talking about earlier, Contrell just loves to hit.
He does. And he'll actually look for people to run over. So,
yeah. His body craves contact, and he's going to get plenty of it tonight as they're going to be able to set the edge out there.
All right, the second key to the game for me is Piedmont is a very scrappy team. And what I mean by that is every year, and I've been on the sidelines for the past 5 years, every year they will try to get you into some sort of little scuffle.
Yeah.
And you can fall into that. And you can end up losing the game the next week because you're not playing anymore.
Right.
And so we've got to keep our head, no stupid penalties, play the following week. I know the coaches have talked about that. And, it doesn't help that our student section shows up in camouflage because they think that Piedmont's out here in the country. But actually, they are a scrappy bunch, and they do have a tendency to get under our skin a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're not in the country. I can see the skyline from here.
That's exactly right. The Devon Tower's right there in the distance. And then the third key to the game for me is play your game. Don't play the other team's game. Take advantage of what's given and continue the streak. That's what we're going to do. We just want to go take the win and continue the streak. So if we'll take advantage of what's given to us and do the things that we're called to do, I think the game will play itself out. Now, I don't think I don't think this is a shutout game. I may be surprised, but I don't think this is a shutout game. Our defense is good, but this is a good football team. They come in having beaten everyone but El Reno, and El Reno was in the playoffs last year.
Right.
So they know how to score, and they've got a lot of pride coming in with 3-1.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of it is going to be how quick can your defense get the ball back? Since Piedmont does run an option offense, they're going to maintain that control of the ball for a long time. It's going to be you're going to have to punch the ball out on defense, just try to get the ball back to your offense and allow them to get enough points up to where if Piedmont does control the clock, it's not going to come down as a factor at the end of the game.
That's exactly right. Well, I think those are the keys to the game. It'll be an interesting evening. For those of you that normally hear us and we're normally in a room kind of sequestered a little bit, you're going to hear a lot of crowd noise this evening because we're outside. We are just literally standing out here on a deck.
In the elements.
In the elements. And this is what football is all about. There's a little bit of a Christmas in the air. As the sun continues to go down, the temperature is going to drop, and we're excited to get this game underway. So we'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
I do take a lot of time to listen to my patients. I sit down and spend time with them, get to know them, try to learn what their health goals are, what they hope to get from their visit when they see me, and really get to know them because that helps me come up with a care plan for them. Any new patient who is thinking about coming to see me, I'd like to help them be able to do all the activities, all the things they want to do. I'm Dr. Kidwell, and I'm here to take care of you and your family.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rate starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at F&B.
You can even earn cash back when using your F&B debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at F&B, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Sports Network, where tonight the Carl Albert Titans take on the Piedmont Wildcats in a district game for Carl Albert and Piedmont, and so we're excited to see how this comes out. Right now, Carl Albert is 4-0, 1-0 in district, and we're ready to continue on this march to the playoffs. So you talked a little bit about one of the things that the coaches had shared with us, and that was they are going to be using some different personnel tonight, and that personnel will obviously match the speed around the outside. Yeah. Speed kills, and we know that from our driving lessons, and so we also know that from defending the wishbone offense. Growing up in Oklahoma, most of us have seen what an option offense looks like, and from the 70s in Oklahoma. Yeah. And so we have a clear understanding, but that also means that you have the option. The option also provides fumbles. Yeah. And so we hope that we can be quick enough this evening to jump in the backfield and see some of that turnover and see what happens there. A short field for Carl Albert is just sheer death for most opponents.
Absolutely. That's going to be a 20-second drive.
Right.
I mean, they went 4 plays, 99 yards last week. So right.
There was a streak going there where we were I'm pretty sure we scored 3 touchdowns on 12 plays. Yeah. So that was a pretty good deal.
Pretty good efficiency there. But yeah, tonight's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to, because you don't really see a lot of option offense, even if it is in high school.
Right.
So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about the defensive matchup here with Kentrell and JV Young going to be on the edge. But yeah, just jumping gaps, lane integrity, and we saw a little bit last week. They kind of left the pitch man out. I understand it was Guyman, and right. They kind of get away with that. But just the fundamentals of defending the option last week they were there. But you like to see him a little bit improved, and obviously coaches probably drove that home this week. So
I want to tell you, just from looking here and seeing, I mean, Piedmont shows up. Yeah. We're filling up the stands here tonight, and we're on the home side of the field, and we're filling up the stands. And one of the things that you get with a town like this is that much of what we see is happening out here in front of us. So what I see is actually, why don't you go ahead and turn the camera around here? Even though we're going to have, can you get to where we can see these young men down here on the end at all? There we go. Yeah, that's a good shot right there. You can kind of see those young men down there on the end. That is what builds a high school program.
Yep.
Is you get kids started at that age, and they are excited to be here. They're wearing their blue and white, and then you bring them up through the middle school program and get them into high school, and that's how you build a program.
Yeah, they're going to know that offense and defense like the back of their hand.
That's exactly right.
By the time they're in 9th grade. So
Mid-Del has done that with Carl Albert, and now Mid-Del is actually moving that way for Midwest City and Del City as well.
Yeah.
So there will be a
finally
exactly.
getting Monroney and Jarman together, and then Kerr and Delcrest together allows that.
That's
so
exactly right. And that will create better football
absolutely
at the top end. So there's no doubt about that. So we're going to be coming back with you here in a few moments. The band is going to be playing, and then we will end up with the coin toss. And it is a breezy night here at Piedmont, Oklahoma, where we'll be back to see the football in action in just a few moments. We'll be back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal, create a cake masterpiece. What do you think? I should let an expert like Bronwyn help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We know the right ingredients for your small business to succeed. See us for loans, cash flow tools, equipment financing, and more. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest.
No.
Watch Bronwyn create sweet art at our experts' website.
The dealership Oklahomans can count on.
Why can you count on them? Because they give their customers more.
Oklahoma is growing, and Hudeberg is growing too, with 5 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles.
Hudeberg. Wow! It's been 60 years and Hudeberg is still here.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
Hudeberg.com.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
Where starts here.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rates starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
Well, we're back with you here at Piedmont High School for the game between Carl Albert High School and the Piedmont Wildcats. And so just to let you know, we had just a little trouble with our stream there, and so we're trying to work on that. And so we're doing our best to make sure that the stream comes through. So stay with us, and we'll continue to make sure that we keep the stream coming live to you. We've just had the national anthem, and the teams are coming out to get ready for the coin toss this evening. Our coin toss this evening is sponsored by Rapid Service Centers, a complete automotive repair with honest reliability every time. 2001 South Air Depot Rapid Service Center. This evening, our captains for Carl Albert are number 19, Javion Traylor, number 10, Rico Wyndham, and number 88, Seth Wilkerson. And so they're going to meet at the middle, and we're going to see who's going to have the ball first to take over for the game. So everything is going to take place. Remember our coin toss, Rapid Service Center, complete automotive repair, honest reliability every time, Rapid Service Center. Well, they're getting the instructions, and we're going to see how this is going to play out here. I think he's Braden, he may be giving him an essay. It looks like he planned that out, and he's going to use it. So,
yep, I want a good, clean fight.
That's right.
Touch gloves, shake hands, let's go.
That's right. Here goes the toss, and it looks like that Piedmont has won the toss. They did win the toss, and they decline. They defer, actually, to the second half. And so they're going to choose which side. All right.
They're going to be going east to west.
That's right.
Carl Albert will be going west to east. And we'll be receiving the ball to start the game.
There we go. That's a good decision. We like that. I like to take that ball, drive it down, and go ahead and get ahead. That's what we want to do.
Offense is fun.
Offense is fun. That's correct. So Carl Albert will be receiving the ball first, and we are ready for the players to come out. It looks like they've had Pink Week here at Piedmont,
yep.
And so we want to stomp out cancer, and this is the Pink Week celebration where everyone in the crowd, or most of the people in the crowd, and the cheerleaders and pom-pom girls are all wearing their pink to stomp out cancer. So we will be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
I was introduced to Midwest City about 5 years ago, and I just fell in love with Midwest City because of the people that live here. Traditionally, doctors have been caretakers, and over time that has fell apart. I take time to take care of patients. Patients want to be listened to, and to me, this is more than a job. I'm committed to Midwest City, and I want my patients to know that I've got your back.
Well, I don't mind telling you, Braden, I'm kind of getting used to this being outside. I kind of like being outside, standing on the sidelines. All those years, I enjoy being outside watching this game.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. This is a perfect night to be outside too. A little breezy, so you guys might hear a little wind noise, but yeah, this is fun. This is like perfect football weather.
Oh yeah,
perfect football atmosphere. I mean, this is what you live for. This is what you crave in the middle of July, in the middle of June. You want football. This is the night that you anticipate. You just get that feeling, and it's go time.
Well, that's where that feeling of Friday Night Lights comes from. This is exciting. I mean, it seems like the whole town has turned out here.
Yep.
And we're excited to get this underway. Across the way, there's an open fire going, burning dogs and burgers, and Carl Albert has shown up as well. The band is here, the cheerleaders are here, the pom-pom girls are here, and we're filling the stands on the other side as well. And so we're getting ready for our kickoff. Our kickoff sponsor is Triple Elite. Find world-class designs and hot new styles at Triple Elite. And so here come the Carl Albert Titans taking the field, and they will be receiving the ball. This is a little bit different because we're going east to west instead of north to south, which most of the fields do. But there is a little bit of a kind of a south-southeast breeze is the way it feels this evening. And maybe just a little bit more out of the east than south by looking at the flag. And so back deep is Javion Traylor. He is the deep man for the Titans. And Kobe Cruz is at the 20-yard line. Javion's at the 5, and there's the boot. Triple Elite. Javion steps into the end zone, so we're going to take that ball on the 25-yard line. So 3 seconds fell off the clock, and the Carl Albert Titans are going to come out on offense.
3 seconds off the clock. I'm surprised Carl Albert didn't score.
Actually, we're going to have the ball at the 20-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for the Carl Albert Titans. We'll standing out here, we don't have a table or anything, so we're just gonna we're just kind of hoofing it here on numbers and names, and we've been around a little bit, and I think the referee's asking Ben how to throw the – no, that's not – he wasn't asking him how to throw the ball, was he? He was just pointing out where that clock was. So Ben Harris is back. We've got 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen and 1 to the bottom of your screen. And here goes Javion Hunt in motion from right to left. That ball's going to get tossed out there to Reese Collier. There's a little bit of blocking set up. Reese is going to move up for about 4 yards and bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Titans.
And after the game last week, I interviewed Reese as he was our player of the game, and he said that coach is going to make him a little bit more of an offensive threat, make him a dual threat guy on both sides of the ball. So we're seeing that early here against Piedmont.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Reese has got a lot of talents, and I know he loves to go hit people, but if you have the ball in your hand and you can run down the field, it's a good deal. Javion Hunt's backing up Ben Harris, and Javion is going to get hit right there at the line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up 1 yard, move him up to the 25-yard line, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Titans.
And that was Cameron West there on the tackle. Good stop there from the end.
It looks like that our guard pulled out there, but he just didn't get out there hard enough and fast enough, and so it was a little bit late. So here we are, 3rd and 5. It's first critical down for the Titans here, backed up on their own 25-yard line. Ben Harris takes the snap, and he hands it off to Javion. And Javion is hit right there at the line and stopped.
Wow. That's a rarity.
That is, and that's looks like a 3 and out there for the Piedmont Wildcats.
I don't think Carl Albert's gone 3 and out all year with the ones.
Nope. And here we are with Ben Harris back to punt for the Titans, and he's actually punting into a little bit of a wind.
Yeah, just nice low burner here and just see if you can get a good rollout.
Number 85 back there for the Wildcats. That's Mason Teeter will be receiving the punt. Ben gets the punt off. It's a nice high punt, spiraling. Teeter calls for the fair catch, and he stops right there. And so the Piedmont Wildcats actually will have a little bit of a short field. They have the ball at their own 42-yard line. And there's 10 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Our first quarter sponsor is Joshua Chapman Insurance, the best customer service, ensuring each client is educated on their specific coverage options. Call Joshua today. And so Carl Albert goes on defense, and we've got the quarterback under center, one tailback, and man in motion, hands off right up the center. And he's going to push from the 42 up to about the 44-yard line. That was David Peters on the tackle in there for Carl Albert, and that brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats at their own 44.
Yeah, and Petey's already closing in on 50 tackles on the season.
Yeah, I saw that this afternoon. And had a good talk with head coach, Coach Mike Corley, and he's a kid that if somebody doesn't look at, they're missing out.
Yeah.
Quarterback's under center. He hands off right in the middle. His pitch out to the right side, and he's going to get blocked up there. That's Colby Matlock with the run, and that was Montrell Britt there with the tackle on the outside. So that does move the ball from the 44 to the 47. That's 3 yards picked up, and that brings up 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. One man at the top of your screen, one man at the bottom. Quarterback under center. Quarterback is Dylan Hampton for the Wildcats. Number 85 is in motion, and then he backs up. And they're going to take a check here on the play.
I believe he's going to switch it and flip it to the other side of the field here.
It's a pitch out to the left side, and he makes the corner, and he gets around to the outside, and there he is all the way down to the Carl Albert 39-yard line. That was Colby Matlock with the run. And so he goes from their own 47 down to the Carl Albert 39, and a 1st down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, once again, that was Montrell Britt on the tackle, and that's something early that you don't want to see as your guys in the secondary leading the tackling. That never bodes well unless you're sending a safety blitz every single play.
Exactly. And we were talking about, this option offense, if you can get the corner, you've got space.
Yep.
So there's a handoff up the middle, and he's going to get hit by Petey again right there in the middle of the line. That was Devontae Pickard with the drive, and he's actually going to lose 2 yards from the 39 back to the 41-yard line, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats. Well, they've had a little move. That was a good play right there. The outside plays seem to be working. The middle plays do not.
Yeah, and, Dylan Hampton, he's done a great job of keeping the ball control. He's had a couple of late pulls on those option reads, and that can be a little dangerous, especially if Carl Albert can get some pressure up through the middle.
He takes the ball, and he pitches out to the right side. There was a block there, and he is out to the races, and he's down to the 20. Going to be brought down at the 21-yard line. That was Colby Matlock again with that run. So that ball goes from the 41 down to the 21, which is a 20-yard pickup on the play, and another 1st down for the Wildcats. Again, if they block off that side, there's really a lot of running room.
Absolutely.
And that was a good block out here on the end.
Yep. And this is really like the first time we've seen this Carl Albert defense kind of get punched in the mouth a little bit.
They're a little bit back on their heels right now. 1st down and 10. The ball is on the Carl Albert 21.
See if we can get some pressure up through the middle here.
Motion there in the backfield. He's going to hand it off right up the middle. And again, that middle just isn't going anywhere.
Yep. And that was, what happened there was the edge got set early by the defense. Looked like Reese Collier was out there setting the edge early, and that forced the play to go back up the middle, which allowed our defensive line to just take care of business.
Right. Jonathan Fulkerson was there on the tackle, and so that actually moved the ball from the 21 to the 20. It brings up 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats. They're getting into a little shorter territory here, and so we definitely can't let them get that edge.
Yep.
They're doing a good job at spreading the field out with receivers wide. There's another pitch out to the left side, and he's got running room again, and he's going to get all the way down to the, looks like the 8-yard line. So he's going to go from the 20 down to the 8. And so that's a 12-yard pickup on the play and another first down for the Wildcats, and that brings up first and goal from the 8-yard line for the Wildcats.
And there's a cell that this little storm that's popping up. You hear that wind coming off of it. I believe I saw some lightning out of the corner of my eye. I'm not 100% sure, but it appears that it could be kicking up a little bit.
There's motion there again. Quarterback's under center. He hands off to number 27 up the middle, and he is met right there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a yard, but I'm not sure. I don't believe so. That was Devontae Pickard again with the run, and he is met right there in the middle. No gain on the play, and that brings up second down and goal from the 8-yard line. Well, Carl Albert's been on their heels.
Absolutely,
They've moved this ball from the 42-yard line in their own territory all the way down to the 8-yard line in Carl Albert territory. And with second and goal, they've got 3 good chances to make this in. Quarterback takes the ball. He pitches out to the right side. There's a little bit of running room, and he's fast enough to get there. Touchdown for the Wildcats. That was Kobe Matlock with the touchdown, and he caught the corner. And that brings the score now for the Piedmont Wildcats 6 and Carl Albert 0.
First time Carl Albert has trailed all season.
That's correct.
So first time they've gone 3 and out with their offensive first unit, and then the first time they've trailed all season. Right. This is game number 5.
This is the Wildcats with the point after try, and the kick is up. And it's good, and so that brings the score, Piedmont 7, Carl Albert 0. We'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Mid-Dell Vision Source has been a leading eye care provider in this area for more than 50 years. Our doctors have the experience to diagnose and treat a variety of eye problems, all while providing a high level of personalized care using the latest up-to-date eye care technology. Whether it's contacts, lenses and frames, or just a routine checkup, see the professionals at Mid-Dell Vision Source, bringing excellence into focus. Mid-Dell Vision Source, 2008 South Post Road in Midwest City.
And we're back with you where the Piedmont Wildcats have taken the ball. They took up 5 minutes and 2 seconds, and it took 9 plays covering 68 yards, and Matlock takes it in from 8 yards out for the score. And that was our scoring recap, Cody Anderson scoring recap. There's a run up the middle. Javion Traylor's free. He's open. 50, 40, 30. Nobody's touching him. Green grass. Touchdown, Carl Albert Titans.
That's a solid way to answer.
That is an answer if there ever was an answer, and one of the ways you need it.
You know, I think that defense is going to hate Javion Traylor, though.
Yeah, that may be true.
They were just out there for 5 minutes, and they're going to have to trot back out there again. But that kickoff is brought to you by Triple Elite. And what a kickoff, man. That was a great return. I believe that's his second of the year.
That is. So now we're in for the point after try. We've got Houston Russell as the holder and Jacob Eddy as the kicker. And the ball is snapped, hold is good, and the kick is up, and it bounces off the upright.
That wasn't quite a double doink, but that was a single doink.
Yep. It bounces off the upright, and a timeout has been called. So we'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has serviced all makes and models. Hudeberg has combined hundreds of years of experience to better serve you.
Hudeberg Auto Group uses the latest in technology and utmost customer care to get your vehicle back on the road safely and cost efficiently.
And that tickles. Hudeberg Auto Group.
You can count on Hudeberg.
We'll give you more.
You can count on Hudeberg, we'll give you more.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal, get Hero to do some of those cool tricks with me. Sit. Paw. On a hoop. Who's a good boy? It's okay. I should let an expert like Sarah help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. Our friendly home loan experts can have you sitting pretty in a new home in no time. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Watch more Sarah and Hero at arvest.com/experts.
Mid-Dell Vision Source has been a leading eye care provider in this area for more than 50 years. Our doctors have the experience to diagnose and treat a variety of eye problems, all while providing a high level of personalized care using the latest up-to-date eye care technology. Whether it's contacts, lenses and frames, or just a routine checkup, see the professionals at Mid-Dell Vision Source, bringing excellence into focus. Mid-Dell Vision Source, 2008 South Post Road in Midwest City.
Well, we're back with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where Braden noticed it earlier that we had this little front that was coming up out of the east. And so what we have is the Piedmont Wildcats taking the ball and actually pushing it right through around the edges on the Carl Albert Titans and taking the score to 7-0. And then on the kickoff, you have Javian Traylor taking it back 95 yards for a score. And then a little dink off the
missed extra point
off the right upright for Jacob Eddy, and so the score is 7-6. And now we have a lot of wind and we have some lightning, and so we're going to be going into a lightning delay here at Piedmont. Well, we're up pretty high, so we're going to run a ticker across the bottom of the screen here and let you know that we are in a weather delay, and we'll be back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network as soon as we have clearance to be back on the air. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're back with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Just want to remind you we are in a weather delay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a thunderstorm that is moving from our southeast straight north, and it is going to stay east of us, but in the interest of our athletes and our fans, and we have moved everyone off the field, and we are awaiting for this storm to go ahead and pass. So it will be approximately 20 to 30 minutes before we resume play, and just wanted to let you know that. So thank you for staying with us here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still in the midst of our weather delay, but it looks like that the front and the storm that is moving through is just about past us as far as north to south goes. And but the last lightning strike was about 5 miles away, and so that keeps us at bay and players in the locker room. And again, it is about the safety of our players and the athletes and the people in the stands. And so we're taking the precautions that we need to take so that we can get back underway as soon as possible. So we're probably looking at about another 15 to 20 minutes. I know I said that about 15 to 20 minutes ago. But we're looking at about another 15 to 20 minutes, and then we should be getting the game back going. So thank you for staying with us. Just keep your sound turned up, and we'll be back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Welcome back here to Piedmont Wildcat Stadium, where currently the Carl Albert Titans are behind the Piedmont Wildcats 7-6. Just to give you a little bit of a recap, this is not a scoring recap, but I definitely want this to be Cody Anderson Farmer Insurance recap. We're still in the first quarter. There's actually there was 4 minutes and 2 seconds, I believe, left on the clock when we went to the weather delay. And so we will be starting the game back again in about 4 minutes from now. So what happened was Carl Albert received the ball on the kickoff, and they actually went 3 and out and got the ball on the 20, moved it up to the 25, and then they punted down to the 42-yard line for the Piedmont Wildcats. The Piedmont Wildcats then drove the ball 68 yards for the score, actually 58 yards for the score, and did not have any success up the middle, but definitely had success going around the edges.
That's definitely going to be, I'm sure the coaches harped about it during our break here in the locker room, was you got to secure the edge. You got
to cut that edge off. Well, they drove the ball down and just stuck it in the end zone.
Yep.
And so on the kickoff, then we saw Javion Traylor take the ball to 5-yard line. He juked one man, and then he was never touched again all the way down for 95 yards for the score. Then on the point after try, the Houston Russell received the ball from the long snapper. The ball was placed down, and Jacob Eddy just pushed it to the right. And it
good snap, good hold,
and it hit the upright, and that's where our score is now at Piedmont 7 and Carl Albert 6. So we've endured the rain delay that took almost 45 minutes by the time we get started back again. And so Braden, what's going on around the state besides us as we're just hanging out here?
Let's take a look. I'll take you guys through 5A real quick. Ardmore traveled to Altus, and Ardmore leads that 7-0. That game's in the second quarter. East Central travels to Claremore, and they're trailing. Claremore is up 19-0. That game's in the first quarter, updated 2 minutes ago. Another game you can find on the OK Sports Net. Western Heights travels to Duncan, number 8 ranked Duncan in 5A, and the Demons lead 20-0 in the second quarter. Noble is up 21-13 on 7-ranked El Reno. That game is still in the first quarter. Guthrie traveled to Guyman, and Guthrie is up 14-0. Future opponent and a past opponent there in that one. Lawton MacArthur is up on Southeast 10-0. That game is in the first quarter. Skiatook is up on number 5 ranked Tahlequah 13-7. That game's in the second quarter. Number 2 ranked Bishop McGuinness is up 27-0 on Woodward. That game is being played in Woodward. Should be a good one. We see Woodward here in about 2 or 3 weeks, and then Bishop McGuinness to finish out the regular season. 6th ranked Collinsville traveled to Tulsa Memorial. They're up 14-0. That game's in the first quarter. And that's going to and then last night, Addison Prep beat Bishop Kelly, the number 3 and 4 ranked teams in 5A. Addison Prep wins that one 33-14. And Pryor, number 9th ranked Pryor, travels to Will Rogers last night and wins that one 51-6. That's going to do it for your trip around 5A. Kirk, I mean, we talked about it a little bit. Really, the only thing you got to do is set the edge.
That's right.
It sounds simple, but
yeah, you protect that edge, and they don't have anything going for them right now.
Yeah, on that one drive, what was it, 7 plays, 8 plays?
Actually, it was 9 plays. Yeah,
9 plays, and
5 minutes and 2 seconds.
That's way too much time.
Yep,
way too much time, especially with 12-minute quarters.
That's right.
You do not have enough time to allow that to happen. You got to keep it to about 3.5 minutes. And then at that point, you got to make a stop and get that ball back to your offense. And hopefully, we've only seen one possession out of both teams.
That's right.
And, Carl Albert did not look good. They kind of looked like they got punched in the mouth on both sides of the ball.
That's exactly right. There's no other way to say that. Piedmont came out excited, ready to start fast, and they did.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if Carl Albert comes out a little mad and frustrated because someone made him bleed their own blood.
There you go.
And see if they can come out of this lightning delay and punch back.
Well, we have a great group of coaches, and I know that there was basically it was a halftime that they just took, and I'm sure that they have made some adjustments, and we're going to see what those adjustments are when they come back here. We are still in the first quarter. About 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. This is the Joshua Chapman Insurance, the best customer service, ensuring each client is educated on their specific coverage. Call Joshua today. So we're still in that first quarter, and we are getting ready to take the kickoff. Jacob Eddy, who just missed the point after try, will be kicking off for the Titans. And
I wouldn't say just missed.
No.
It was a little while ago.
Yeah, that's true. he just missed 45 minutes ago. So, we've got number 2, Colby Matlock, and number 27, Devontae Pickard. They're deep for the Wildcats, and they have called for the ball. So here we are, 4 minutes, 51 seconds left in the first quarter. And now we have the referee coming over.
Yeah, we got student section using whistles.
Okay. That kick goes all the way down
to the
5-yard line.
That's not going to count.
It is not going to count because the referee was not back there. That's correct. So we're going to re-kick that.
That should draw a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, we've actually got whistles going off over here in the student section, and I'm pretty sure if they catch them, you're talking 3 days ISR, maybe a little ASD. But there's a lot of administrators staring up in the stands right now, so I don't think we're going to hear that whistle much more. Well, we're all set up again. The man in the white cap is standing on the 20-yard line instead of in the instead of in the end zone. And the public address announcer just told them that they would be charged if they blew the whistles again. So Jacob Eddy is ready, and the referee has called for the ball. And so Jacob will get the kick up here. And it's a kick that's going to be taken about the 10-yard line. And he's going to move up there. He's going to get out to the 30, 35. Jacob Eddy gets pushed out of bounds there by number 10, Rico Wyndham. That was a great run back there for the Wildcats.
Not the way you want to start for Carl Albert.
That's true.
Plus territory for Piedmont, or close to it, I believe. And, short field for Piedmont. I guess, the one thing that would be good is hopefully they don't take 5 minutes off the clock here.
That's true.
If they do end up scoring. So
Piedmont's going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. And a great run back there by by Colby Matlock. He was on this side. And so here we go again with the power I formation. Quarterback takes the ball, hands off right in the gut, and he is going to just drive down. That was Devontae Pickard. He is a big running back there, number 27, and he goes from the 47 right down to the 50-yard line, so a 3-yard pickup on the play. And that was Mason Still there with the tackle. So it's 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats. And they are right at midfield. The ball is just pointing over the 50-yard line. Again, not much in the middle. I know that Piedmont wants to establish that because they've definitely been trying. But they've been doing well on the outside. And here, quarterback takes it, pitches it out. It's a fumble. And no. He called that an incomplete pass. It was about 3 yards deep in the backfield. I don't know where that came from, but I'm not the man in the white hat. And so that keeps the ball there. We're now at 3rd down and 7 with the ball at the 50-yard line.
That was Montreal Britt setting the edge there. What would have been a recovery there, but
yeah.
I don't know how that was. We were almost right down the line.
Right.
I looked like it was backwards all day.
Got a man at the top of the screen and one at the bottom. Man in motion there on the right side. And that draws a defensive penalty. And so that's going to move the ball down to the 45-yard line on that penalty. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats. A much more, that might have been the first time we would have had to have seen them possibly throw the ball.
Yeah.
And actually, that was Mason Still that jumped off sides there on the right side.
I actually had it as Caleb Zingari out there on the edge. So it could have been both.
Yeah.
Luckily, you only get charged 5 yards even if the whole team jumps. So
quarterback under center. And man in motion, he takes the ball right up the middle. That's 27 again. Devontae Pickard, and he's going to move right down to the 48-yard line. That's where the linesman has it marked. And they're going to give that a first down. So he moves it 2 more yards to the 48 and a first down for the Wildcats.
That's okay. I mean, yeah, let them run it up the middle all day. You're running a 4-2-5, and you're bringing that safety down a little bit to help with the run and set the edge there. But, you know, let them have that middle all day. Obviously, you don't want them getting more than 3 yards off of that. But, yeah, don't let anything bounce outside the tackle box.
We've got man at the top of your screen and one split out wide to the bottom of your screen. Quarterback drops the ball, and that's an illegal procedure on the Wildcats. That'll move the ball from the 48-yard line.
You know what sounds good right now?
Actually, it was the 43-yard line. I apologize. I had my numbers off there. So from the 43 to the 48. And what sounds good right now?
I think Carl Albert should do their patented mass shift.
A little shift going
there.
Yeah,
push them even further back. Yeah. Make it a 1st and 20.
I know that Piedmont has had that pulled on them so many times. Again, new players every year.
Yep.
And so, got a man in motion left or right. Hand off to Devontae right there in the middle. And they stuff him at the line.
There's that death squad.
And that goes from the 48 back to the 49, so a loss of 1 on that play.
It's just like any other regular game, except you're only dealing with an inside run and an outside run instead of a run and a pass. If you take one away, they're only going to run the other.
That makes it 2nd and 16 now for the Wildcats, and this puts them a little bit further behind the yards, behind the yardstick here because. Again, we haven't seen him drop back to pass yet.
He does have arms. I know that.
That's right.
So
I can see him.
He's able to throw.
Quarterback takes the ball. He pitches out and they did blank the corner that time.
There's Reese Collier coming up, making the play, keeping that from becoming a first down and a huge play there.
Looks like about a 6-yard pickup going from the 49 down to the 43-yard line.
This is a huge play right here, 3rd and 10.
That brings up 3rd and 10. That's correct, and this is a big play for Carl Albert. You definitely want to get your defense off the field here.
Yep.
And let your offense have another shot at it, even with not great field position.
Yeah, just let them get out there. They had their first drive 3 and out, and they had to sit for about an hour. I mean, you just want to get them back out there and get some momentum going.
3rd and 10, quarterback's under center, man in motion. He's going to drop back and pass. He throws over to the left side, and it is caught for a first down right there at the 32-yard line.
And as soon as he dropped back, that was there all day. You could have read that like a book. That was a comeback route.
Yep.
And trying to see who was in on the coverage there, but just oversold the route. And great job there by the Piedmont wideout to chop down, drop his butt, and get back to the line.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the Carl Albert 32. So new set of downs here, and Carl Albert needs to stand up here. This is time.
Yep, this is big boy football right here.
Under center, and he's gonna take it himself right up the gut. That was Reese Collier that drags him down from behind there. The play goes from the 32 to the 24-yard line. So that's 8 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats.
Carl Albert had 6 guys up on the line of scrimmage there, 1 guy in the linebacker box, as I like to call it, just right behind the offensive line, and just allowed that to break free.
That's Dylan Hampton, the quarterback, who's been doing a good job handling the ball.
Yeah, I believe that's his first carry, first or second carry.
It is the first carry, yeah. Hampton takes the ball. He hands it off right up the middle. And he's going to roll there and get down to the 21-yard line, pick up a 3 on the play and a first down for the Wildcats. And they're going to take it to the end of the quarter where the Carl Albert Titans are behind the Piedmont Wildcats, a score of 7-6. And we'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com. Mid-Dell Vision Source has been a leading eye care provider in this area for more than 50 years. Our doctors have the experience to diagnose and treat a variety of eye problems, all while providing a high level of personalized care using the latest up-to-date eye care technology. Whether it's contacts, lenses and frames, or just a routine checkup, see the professionals at Mid-Dell Vision Source, bringing excellence into focus. Mid-Dell Vision Source, 2008 South Post Road in Midwest City.
And we're back with you. There's flags on the field. Looks like Carl Albert may have jumped, but actually they're calling it on the Wildcats. And so that is going to move the Wildcats from the 21 back to the 26-yard line on the penalty. And it's 1st and 15. We just started the second quarter. Our second quarter sponsor is Alliance Health. The health and well-being of your family is our priority. Choose Alliance Health. Well, the Wildcats have taken the ball now. They're actually at their 8th play. They're getting ready to run their 9th play, and they ran the clock out from 4:38. And so they're into another 5-minute drive here against the Titans. Handoff right up the middle, and he wiggles his way for about 2 more yards. So he's going to take that from the 26 to the 25, just 1 yard picked up on it.
Mason Still once again on the tackle on Devontae Pickard. And, I mean, this feels a lot like OU Army from last season.
It really does. Just grind it out.
Grind it out. Buy your time.
Right.
Just bend, don't break. And hopefully we can get Carl Albert's offense back out here. But at the same time, as explosive as Carl Albert is, you kind of want to just reel it in a little bit, let your defense breathe.
2nd and 14 now for the Wildcats. And he takes the ball. He's going to hold it on to himself, and he gets caught there. That was Petey. That was David Peters that grabbed him by the shoe. And so he goes from the 25 down to the 23. That's a pickup of 2 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. Again, we're at 3rd and long. The last time we were 3rd and long, he threw the ball, and it was good for the 1st down. So this is another stand-up position for the Titans.
You know what? If I'm the secondary coach, I say press them. Press those wide receivers. Don't let them get past 5 yards, and just make it hell on them to where if they get to the chains, they don't want to catch the ball.
The ball's at the 23-yard line. It's 3rd and 11 for the Wildcats.
I think Corley just took a timeout.
Actually, Wildcats just took a timeout. So we're going to take a timeout with you as we are here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Well, we're back with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Carl Albert Titans are facing another challenge here. The Piedmont Wildcats they're getting ready to run their 11th play of this drive, which started at 4:38 in the first. And they've run off another minute and a half, so they're at the 6-minute mark in this drive. And that is, that's one of the things when you're playing – and I'm going to go ahead and say this. When you're playing a better opponent, you want to keep the ball out of their hands, and that's exactly what Piedmont is doing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
3rd down and 11, quarterback's under center. He takes the ball, and he's going to pitch it to the right, and they stuff it that time. He's going to get just back to maybe 1 yard, and it's going to bring up 4th down for the Wildcats. That goes from the 23, and actually it didn't go anywhere at all.
Javion Traylor was the key to that play. He set the edge, took that block away from the wide receiver, chipped off of the block, and wrapped up all at the same time. That was a heck of a play by Javion Traylor. Great stop there by the Carl Albert defense to just force that play to the outside and cut everything off.
Piedmont is setting up for a field goal attempt. This will be a 40-yard field goal. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it's going to be low and no good. And so Carl Albert will take over on downs, and that's one of the things we said they needed.
Huge. Absolutely huge. Coming out of the break, do not let up any points.
So there's 9:51 left in the second quarter, and Carl Albert is going to take the ball from their own 24. Why did they put it on the 20? Why did they put it on the 20? The ball was down at the 23-yard line. I don't understand that. We just lost 3 yards and didn't do a thing. So the ball is placed on the 20-yard line. Ben Harris is back. He takes the snap. He turns around and hands it off to number 20. And he hits hard up over the left side. And he's going to push the ball up from the 20 all the way up to the looks like he's going to make it all the way up to the 24-yard line.
So finally back to the actual line of scrimmage. What should have been.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The ball is placed at the 24-yard line, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Titans.
The only thing I could think of there is the kick went out of the back of the end zone, so maybe the refs thought it would be a touchback.
No.
It's a field goal, so that's not insane.
I appreciate you saying that, but no. Handoff is right there in the middle, and he kind of gets stuffed right there at the line of scrimmage. That player, that's Montrell Britt in the backfield.
So they're giving him reps because Kentrell Hunt and Javion Taylor are both taking snaps on the defensive side of the ball. You don't want to wear those guys down, especially with how much they've been on.
Javion Hunt and Kentrell Bazell.
Yes, excuse me.
So, all right.
Yep.
So the ball's on the 24. It's 3rd and 6 for the Titans. And their first possession went 3 and out, so let's see what we can do here. We're going to have 3 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen and 1 to the top of your screen. The Piedmont Wildcats are getting a little excited. That's going to be a pass out to Javion Traylor, number 19, and he's going to have to really dig. He made it up to the 29-yard line.
We got him a half yard short.
Before he is stopped. But wait a minute, the man moved up to the 30. So let's see if they give him the 30-yard line. If they give him the 30-yard line, it's a first down. And maybe that's the way you get back your 3 yards. I don't know. They're going to place the ball on the 30-yard line. That's a first down for the Titans.
And that's penalty flag is thrown. I think that's going to be on Piedmont's sideline.
What we're going to do is we're going to have a sideline warning for the Wildcats. And that won't change anything unless it happens again. So the Titans actually pick up their first down of the game here with the 8:18 left in the second quarter. Our second quarter sponsor is Alliance Health. The health and well-being of your family is our priority. Choose Alliance Health. And so the Titans need to get unwound. We've got 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Going to do a little halfback pass out there to Javion Hunt, and he's got a little space, but he takes a hit right there. And so that's going to move the ball from the 30 to the 34-yard line.
That was Caden Hendren on the hit there, and another kid. I could not see his number, but, yeah, they were locked up with the wide receivers. A great job of getting off those blocks.
Yep.
And just collapsing that lane. Javion had all day to run, but that went away real quickly.
That takes the ball to the 34-yard line where it's 2nd and 6 for the Titans. So we have Hunt in the backfield along with Ben Harris, 2 wide receivers at the top and 2 at the bottom. The ball is given to Hunt, and he just kind of runs into the pile, but he pushes forward for about another 5 yards. It was 2nd and 6, so it's going to move all the way up to the 39-yard. Actually, they're going to move it back to the 38-yard line, so they're only going to give him 4 yards on that, where it brings up 3rd and 2.
Kind of disappeared there for a second, then all of a sudden, I thought he was down.
Yep.
All of a sudden, he picks up another 3 yards. It's a great run in there by Javion.
Well, you're going to have to get a little tough here. 18 seconds on the play clock, and they move up to the line. Wisdom Combs takes his hand, puts it on the ball. We've got a power set. Javion Hunt is the deep man. He's in the Wildcat, and he's going to push. He gets hit.
That's close. That's another close one.
See where they're going to put it. It's going to be back at the 39-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 1. So he picks up 1 yard on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
A little home cooking there by the public address announcer there. Well short of the first down marker is apparently 8 inches.
Looks like the Titans are going to go ahead and set up in their punt formation. This is one of those times you have to remember. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to do anything crazy here, but the quarterback is the punter.
Well, Piedmont, they're playing for that. It looks like
they're playing safe. So he's going to take that ball. It's a
good kick, end over end.
It's going to land at the 20. Bounced a little bit to the left, and then it bounces down towards Wildcat territory. So it's actually going to stop down at the 11-yard line.
Great kick. Great kick. That's what you want right there.
Great
end
kick
over
there
end.
by Harris.
Get a little forward bounce on that. So 5:54. Piedmont's going to take over with 5:54 left here in the second quarter. Probably going to be the last possession of the half.
That's the way kind of it's been running so far. So that was about a 51-yard kick, by the way I have it figured, all the way down to just inside the 11-yard line for the Wildcats. So let's see if the defense can step up again. We need to stop a little quicker.
You're going to have to punch that ball out. Set the edge, punch the ball out. That's the two keys here.
He's right up the middle again, and that goes nowhere. Goes nowhere. So the first play brings up 2nd and 10. The ball is still at the 11.
We'll call that Reese Collier and Alphonse Joseph on the tackle.
You know, one of the things you do when you stop the center, though, is you have a tendency to keep looking inside. And he is. You commented on it during the break earlier, was that he's holding onto that ball a long time before he makes that pitch.
Yep.
And so if you play that middle, you're a man short on the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the longer he holds on to that, the more likely it is that there's going to be miscommunication between him and the running back, and they're going to slip up, and that ball's going to be on the turf.
That's right. Well, gap assignment was one of our keys to the game, and we've got to play a little better gap assignment. Okay, there the quarterback takes it, and he holds it, and there's a that is not going anywhere. That's the second play in a row that absolutely barely made it back to the line of scrimmage. They may actually put it back.
Well, we're going to have some laundry on the field here. It came from the back judge on the defensive side. Chop block. Or illegal block. Clipping.
Okay.
Clipping. So that's going to move.
That'll be half the distance to the goal from where they are right now, because it'll be a spot foul. So he's going to take it from the 13 where they're
going to decline it. Decline it, take the yard loss and the down.
There you go. That's 3rd down and 10 now. And actually, it actually did get moved back just about, I don't know, half a foot maybe.
Yeah.
But it's in between the 10 and 11-yard line.
You know, in those first two plays, why not? I mean, you trust your defense here. You got 10 yards to play with. You got them backed up inside their own 15.
And they're going to be kicking into a breeze. So
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
So we'll see. They got them spread out again. They got three wide receivers set, and you're still in 12 personnel.
Hands off.
Outside.
He's outside. He's got to grab hold. He's going to get that first down right there. So there again, the outside is killing us. So he goes from the 11 all the way up to the 23-yard line where it's a first down for the Wildcats. 12 yards picked up on the play. I don't know what we're doing, but we are not capping those ends.
No. You cannot do that at all.
Well, again, Piedmont begins to chew up clock.
Well, I also think, you know, just from a scheme standpoint, this is the one formation offensively that kills you in a 4-2-5.
Quarterback keeps it, and he's gonna move the ball from the 23-yard line up to the 27-yard line. So that's 4 yards picked up on the play. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Playing nickel against an option like this, you really have to trust your linebackers to be able to, one, secure the inside and be fast enough to go chase down the outside.
That's right.
But the other thing is, you know, the corner and the safety on their run protect, they have to, absolutely have to, and they're going to be outmatched, but they have to cap that outside. We've been saying that all game.
Hands off to Devontae right up the middle, and he eats up some yardage there. So he goes from the 27 up to the 32-yard line. That is a gain of 5, brings up 3rd and 2 for the Wildcats from their own 32.
We're going to sound like a broken record all night, but until it happens, I mean, there's really nothing else to do.
That's right.
It's the one thing you got to do to stop this.
He's doing a great job at their quarterback is doing a great job at keeping that ball concealed until the last minute.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
and that's going to be encroachment on the defense, which is going to be a penalty. He's going to move the ball from the 32 to the 37 and bring up a first down. Bring up a first down for the Wildcats. So here we are. The ball is at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. There's 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the half. And again, they took over this. They took over this drive with 5:54, and I can guarantee you they have worked all week long on waiting till the last second to call this play.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they're doing.
Well, they only have 3 plays to call, so it's really just a hand signal, and then maybe you'll switch it if you want to run it weak side or strong side. But
there's a handoff up the middle from the 37 to the 39-yard line. So that's 2 yards picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats. Yeah, I'm watching the play clock, and they are holding it till the last second before they snap the ball. It's going to be that way the whole time unless they're trying to draw you off sides.
Yeah.
And one man to the top of your screen, one man to the bottom of your screen. And he hands off up the middle. He's broke free. It's a foot race. Javion Traylor and Hunt back there. That ball goes from the 39 in their own territory and takes the ball all the way down. That was Bo Hardy with the run. Takes the ball all the way down to the 27-yard line and a first down for the Wildcats. That was one of those where maybe we were playing the outside, but the middle was open and those big linemen laid a big old hole and he went right through it. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. And there's a pitch out again. And he's going to break around the edge. Reese Collier with the touchdown-saving tackle there. But that's going to move the ball all the way down to the 15-yard line. And another first down for the Wildcats.
That was Bo Hardy again. But one thing I noticed on that last play was Rico Wyndham. He didn't even try on that last play. He didn't try to get upfield at all. He was on his heels. And let the play come to him rather than go make a play, go make a hit.
34 seconds left on the clock, and the Wildcats take their second timeout. And so we'll take a timeout with them right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I was introduced to Midwest City about 5 years ago, and I just fell in love with Midwest City because of the people that live here. Traditionally, doctors have been caretakers, and over time that has fell apart. I take time to take care of patients. Patients want to be listened to. And to me, this is more than a job. I'm committed to Midwest City, and I want my patients to know that I've got your back.
We're back with you. There are 34.2 seconds left on the clock, and the Piedmont Wildcats have taken this ball from their own 11-yard line, and they have driven the ball down the field. We're getting ready to have the 9th play, and they have eaten up 5 minutes and 20 seconds on this drive alone.
Here we go. Pressing the near side wide receiver.
Handoff to number 2 around the right side, and he's going to get blocked up there on the edge. He's actually going to lose a yard. And
clock's going to continue to roll here.
Clock's going to continue to roll, so it's going to move from the 15 back to the 17. He loses 2 yards.
They're going to go back to the
2nd and 12, 17 seconds, and they're going to down the ball there. So 16.3 seconds left on the clock, and that brings up 3rd down. I know that the man on the other side of the field didn't want to show that, but that's actually bringing up 3rd down now.
You know, I bet you 9 times out of 10, what we're going to see on this play here is they're going to want to bring it back to the long side of the field and kind of just spread out Carl Albert a little bit more and allow their blockers to get downfield. So I bet you that's what we're going to see here. We're going to see a run to the left side.
3rd down and 12 from the 17-yard line. And Carl Albert needs to step up here so that we can get into the half. That ball goes right around the left side, and he's going to have to get met before he gets there. And he does.
That was Rico Wyndham and Jonathan Mosley saving it right there. And
we're going to have to see where they place. We're going to have to see where they place the ball. It looks like about the 3-yard line to me. So he's going to place the ball at the 3-yard line. So that was a 14-yard pickup and a 1st and goal from the 3. The only thing that's holding them back now is 9.6 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, and that was Mason Teeter on the run. He's down right now, but yeah, that was a great play by Mosley and Wyndham there to save the touchdown. I mean, especially with 9.6 seconds left, and Teeter gets up under his own power.
Well, that's good to see because he's been running hard all evening long.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got it placed on the 3-yard line, 9.6 seconds left. It's going to be a 1st down and goal. And we'll see here. That's all you got to defend is the yard in front of you.
That's right. You know, their quarterback has done a pretty good job at just taking it up the middle here. We've got a man in motion. He's going to pitch it out. He's getting it on the background. That's Petey coming off the right side. And they're going to call their final timeout with 4.9 seconds left. But that's going to move the ball back from the 3 all the way back to just outside the 6.
I think Piedmont is going to get away with their field goal here. I see their kicker trying to get a kicking ball in. But, yeah, I think Piedmont came out there with about, I don't know, 14 tight ends on one side of the field.
That's the way it looked, yeah.
Yeah, you know they're going to go to that one side. And just a great play. I think we had 3 or 4 Titans there in the backfield jumping the snap and getting in the backfield. That's the way you want to finish a half defensively.
That's right.
It looks like.
Even if we push them to the field goal, I mean, that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, 3's a lot better than 6. So, I mean, I know it was a 40-yarder, but we saw Piedmont try that field goal earlier.
Yes.
Wasn't the greatest attempt.
And they do have their kicker, number 87, is going to be in. I don't think we
don't have his number.
His name. We've got his number, but no name, and so. So they are on the left hash mark.
It's a weird angle.
And it is a weird angle. And
especially
and pushing into the wind.
Right-handed kick or right-footed kicker.
And so Carl Albert's going to go ahead and play a little game here. We're going to try to ice the young man and see if he really wants to kick or if he doesn't want to kick. We're just going to stay with you because this is right here before the half. We're going to take a break at the halftime, so we'll just stay with you. There's 4.9 seconds left on the clock. And one of the things that happened earlier, and I'm not saying it could happen again, but I sure would like to see it happen again, and that is maybe the ball goes through the uprights and the clock stops. Now, remember, we're at Piedmont, so the guy with that button
– going to be a little generous there.
Yeah. So, yeah, you never know how that's going to work out.
I don't know if
there were 0.9 left on the clock and they had to kick, they've got to kick at the trailer. And
yeah, what's this going to be, like 17 seconds? Yeah. Or 17-yarder?
Right. Me. Actually, it's going to be about 27 yards by the time he –
Yeah.
Yeah.
27 yards. I don't think it'll take 4.9 seconds to go through the upright.
No, but the guy with the finger on the clock.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
He may have a 5-second finger. You never know. So. Well, the ball's actually going to be placed at the 18, so it'll be a 28-yard field goal attempt. That ball is up, and it's going to make it through, and so that is good.
.3.
.3 on the clock.
The Whitecaps looking up the press box like, you know it wasn't .3. So we might get a – we'll see if they're going to even try to get a clock reset, but .3 is enough time to get a kickoff and to score. So
that is true. And actually, it's interesting being on this side because the coaches are pointing up at the press box themselves saying, what was wrong with you?
Yeah.
How did you leave .3 on the clock?
Yep.
So that means they do have to kick off. Now, Piedmont did kick off before and let one run back. And so, lightning can strike twice. It did already this evening. All right.
I don't want to sit through another delay.
I don't either. I do not either. So Piedmont is going to kick off, and if I know good coaches, I can guarantee you this ball is not going to go long. This ball is going to go squibbing down the middle somewhere, and somebody's going to have to down it.
Yep.
So I can pretty much promise you that's going to happen. Carl Albert's going to come on the field. Coach Farley's coached them up, and they're ready to play. We do have some.
There we go. I like this formation.
There we
Bring
go.
everybody up.
Yep.
You got Kentrell Bazell, who could be.
I was going to say
the furthest one up.
We've got a little bit of a hands team out here, which is nice. There, the ball's going to come across. Get
away from it.
Yeah, and it's going to be down, and that's going to be the end of the half, where the Piedmont Wildcats lead the Carl Albert Titans 10-6. We'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rates starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
We're back with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Carl Albert Titans are behind at the half for the very first time this season. And the score is 10 for the Piedmont Wildcats and 6 for the Carl Albert Titans. Let me tell you kind of how we got there. So Carl Albert actually received the kickoff for the first half and went 3 and out and punted down to the 42-yard line of Piedmont. And Piedmont then went on a 5-minute and 2-second drive covering 68 yards and 9 plays where Matlock took it in from 8 yards out on the end around. So, or actually as a pitch to there. Javion Traylor takes the kickoff and runs it 95 yards back for the touchdown. That brought the score Piedmont 7, and Jacob Eddy missed the point after try and made it 6. And so Piedmont took over from the kickoff at their own 47-yard line, and then went on a 12-play drive, consuming a ton of time. I didn't have that all.
Yeah.
Then they turned it over on downs, and Carl Albert takes the ball and goes 6 plays and punts again back to the Piedmont Wildcats. Then Piedmont, they take the ball with 5 minutes and 54 seconds, and they start on their own 11-yard lines. They go 89 yards, and they burn up the rest of the half, all but 0.3 of a second in the rest of the half. So 5 minutes and 53 seconds, and it is capped off there by a 28-yard field goal, and that's where the score stands now, is Piedmont 10 and Carl Albert 6. So Carl Albert's got some work to do. Again, I've always said this, and I've had the privilege of being able to be in the locker room at halftime for many, many years now. And I trust these guys. They're gonna come up with some things, and they're gonna straighten some things out.
They're gonna get a stern talking to. That's
and
for sure.
And we should see a little bit different team come out here in the second half. You said it earlier, and I said it in the break, but Piedmont just basically came out here and kicked them in the teeth.
Yeah.
And Carl Albert has not responded yet, to be quite honest.
Not yet. And I don't really think that lightning delay helped at all. But this is technically your second halftime.
That's right.
So you're going to get plenty. Obviously, in that first part, during the lightning delay, you only had one drive to go off of, but that was 9 plays?
Right.
So I think that's plenty of film to go off of, and now you got a ton of film to go over. And, I mean, really, Piedmont only has 3, 4, maybe 5 plays that they've been running all night.
That's all they're doing.
So
one pass play.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just got to be cleaned up. And offensively, it's been tough.
It has been tough.
It's just been tough. And but I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, I also trust these guys, but they're going to get yelled at.
I
in
know
the
that.
locker room.
I know that. Well, these coaches are going to do a great job at pulling things together and making sure that the players are ready. And so we'll come back and we'll give you a little more information about what we know and what we expect in the second half. We'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal, get Hero to do some of those cool tricks with me.
Sit. Paw. On a hoop. Who's a good boy?
It's okay. I should let an expert like Sarah help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. Our friendly home loan experts can have you sitting pretty in a new home in no time. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Watch more Sarah and Hero at arvest.com/.
Somewhere starts here.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed, and we fix them and they can go back to doing the things that they love.
We're back with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and we've been doing a little bit of figuring here on my drive chart, and I think Braden, we've kind of come up with what's wrong.
Well, it's not good.
Yeah. So Carl Albert has actually only run 10 offensive plays, and those 10 offensive plays have only totaled 19 yards. Now, we did have the run back for the touchdown, 95-yard run back, but just in offensive plays, when our offense goes on the field, we've had 10 offensive plays for 19 yards. That is not the Carl Albert offense we're used to seeing.
No, not at all.
So The other thing is that the Piedmont Wildcats, and this is not official stats, but Piedmont Wildcats have actually put up 190 yards in this first half. One of the things that is very telling about that as well is Carl Albert has run 10 plays. Piedmont has run 9, 12 is 21, and 13, that's 35 plays to 10 plays. And you can't win a ball game like that.
No,
so,
not unless you're generating turnovers, which they've yet to do.
That's right.
And it's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch as a commentator. I'm sure it's frustrating for you as a fan at home. But no one's more frustrated than the coaches and the players.
That's right. That's exactly right. And we'll see. I mean, we'll see what the young men are made of.
Yep.
You know, they practiced hard. They understand. Yep. They understand what is here and what they have to do. And this is not insurmountable. I mean, we're talking about it.
It's a 4-point game.
That's right. We're talking about it like it's like the sun isn't going to come up in the morning. And actually, I can see the moon right now.
Yeah.
So it's a 4-point game. Carl Albert can score in bunches. We've seen that happen. Honestly, I have not seen us intentionally go to the pass yet. Now, maybe the coaches know something we don't know.
Yeah.
But we have not intentionally gone to the pass yet. And it looks like we're really working on trying to establish the run. And, I mean, we can see right now the run isn't there.
Yeah, and I also don't understand that because your two best running backs are playing a ton of snaps defensively.
Yeah.
And so really you're down to your third-string running back, and that's no diss to Montrell Britt.
No.
But, Javion Hunt and Kentrell Brazell are just two totally different cats when they're running the ball.
That's right.
And you're not getting that because – they're trying to play them defensively and let them shut off the edge, which really hasn't yet happened.
That's right.
And it's really just kind of I don't know if it's just because these drives are so long, but we're not really seeing a good effort defensively out of the Titans.
That's true. And long drives do that. I mean, you've got the players on the field for a long, long time.
And it's degrading. I mean, this is really the first test Carl Albert's had all year, especially defensively.
Well, we said that coming in, and we talked about the fact that this Piedmont line, and they're not doing a bad job. And the reason they're not doing a bad job is we have gotten in the backfield a couple of times.
Yeah.
But they're holding the line long enough for them to get to the outside, and that's where their success has been, is on the outside.
Yeah.
So, there was that nice long run play right there in the middle, but really their success has been on the outside for the most part as far as sustaining drives. And the coaching staff for Piedmont has done a great job in regard to just burning clock.
Yeah.
They're not snapping it until 2-3-1, and it is definitely eating up the time that we could have the ball. But like I said, right now we've had the ball and we've run 10 plays and we've gone nowhere. So
yeah, and I mentioned it earlier. This game feels a lot, and the Sooner fans at home are gonna cringe when I say this. It reminds me a lot of OU Army from last season or 2 seasons ago, where you have an explosive offense. They can't really get it going.
Right.
And then the thing is, if the offense does get going, you're sending your defense right back out there after they let up a 5-minute drive.
Right.
And they're exhausted. They need oxygen. And you're just not giving them time to breathe. You're not giving them time to review what they did wrong and what they need to do better on the next drive. So it's a two-headed monster, and like you said, we'll see what these guys are made of. But I think it's going to take a lot. It is only a 4-point deficit.
That's right.
But it feels like 24.
Right, and it's because Piedmont's had the ball.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen anything really happen from Carl Albert's offense. Now, I will tell you this: it's gut check time.
It is.
You've got 12 minutes in there to pull yourself together, to listen to what the coaches have to tell you, and then to go out and execute it instead of just thinking that Piedmont was going to lay down and you were going to go ahead and win and we didn't have anything else to worry about. So this is gut check time.
Games like this is where you earn that gold ball.
That's exactly right. And so we've got to go do the work that it takes to make that happen. Now, the exciting part of this is these are the kind of games, and you just said it, but these are the kind of games that grow up young men.
Yep.
It's not a matter. Now remember, we've got guys playing on this team that have never lost.
That's right.
They have not lost one game.
You got a coach who hasn't lost as a head coach.
That's exactly.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
That's
all right, we're back with you. We're working on our stream, so if it's buffering at your house, just wanted you to know that we're doing our best to get that going again. And we know we have a decent stream right now, so I'm going to turn it over to Braden, and he's going to let us know what's going on around the state.
All right, so to kick things off, we'll go to Altus, Oklahoma, where Ardmore takes on the Bulldogs of Altus. Ardmore is leading that one 21-0, and here in the fourth quarter, Coweta goes to Durant. 2-2 Coweta at 0-4 Durant, and Coweta leads that one 14-10. That game's at the half. Northwest Classen goes to Lawton Eisenhower, and Lawton Ike is up 44-0. That game's in the third quarter. Noble travels to number 7 ranked El Reno. El Reno leads that one 41-35. We've got a barn burner Big 12 game going on in El Reno. 41-35, El Reno leads that one in the third. Lawton MacArthur travels to Southeast, and MacArthur's running away with this one. It's 38-0 in the third quarter. Another game you can see here on OK Sportsnet is Western Heights at Duncan. Duncan leads that one 48-7. That game is also in the fourth quarter. Number 6 ranked Collinsville travels to Tulsa Memorial. Collinsville leads that one 35-0 in the third. Glenpool goes to Tulsa Nathan Hale, and Glenpool leads that one 14-0. That game's in the third quarter. Number 2 ranked in 5A, Bishop McGuinness travels to Woodward, and Bishop McGuinness is laying it on Woodward 49-6 in the third quarter. Skiatook takes on Tahlequah, and 5 ranked Tahlequah is at home and hanging on by a thread 20-19 in the third. East Central travels to Claremore, and Claremore is running away with this one at the half 41-7. Guthrie travels to Guyman, and Guthrie is up 41-0. And that game is still in the second quarter. I believe that one should be in the third. The score was updated about an hour ago. So that's going to do it for the games tonight around the state. And then we have 2 from last night. Number 4th ranked Bishop Kelly traveled to number 3 ranked Edison Prep. Edison Prep won that one 33-14. And then number 9th ranked Pryor traveled to Will Rogers, and Pryor ran away with that one 51-6. So that's going to do it for your halftime scoreboard around the state. A couple more things I like to, give the listeners to watch here in the second half is, I know I said it in the first half about a million times, but you got to set the edge. You got to set the edge, you got to set the edge, you got to set the edge.
Most definitely.
And, more physical cornerback play is what I want to see here. Another thing we failed to mention earlier was Piedmont's going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yes, that's right.
So this defense has to come out guns blazing and just make a hit. Make a hit.
That's right.
Get that sideline jumping around a little bit. Get that crowd on the south side of the stadium jumping around a little bit. But you got to make a play early.
That's right.
Got to make a play early. That's going to change the whole momentum here to start the second half. But, that's going to be a test. That's going to be a huge test. Coming back, you get your butt handed to in the first half,
right? Pretty
much. 190 yards on, 35 plays?
Right.
You're out there for God knows how long. You're tired.
About 18 minutes, I think, is what I figured up.
Yeah.
Hey, I have an apology to make to you and Coach LaValle, who is our head baseball coach at Carl Albert. He texted me, and he actually was he's coached football for years and years as well because he's really old.
Yeah.
And anyway, he just texted me, and he said in high school it is like a punt when it goes out of the end zone, and Federation rules are different. So I apologize.
Well,
I apologize. You knew what you were talking about, and I did not. So
thank you, sir. I'll take it. I'll take it.
So thank you, Coach LaValle, for texting in.
Thanks, Coach LaValle, for telling me that I am right.
That's right.
And that Kirk is wrong.
There you go.
That's what I needed to finish this game out. That's great. I'm going to have a smile on my face the rest of the night.
There you go. Well, the players are coming back on, so we've got about 3 minutes as they warm up and get ready for this second half. And we'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
I was introduced to Midwest City about 5 years ago, And I just fell in love with Midwest City because of the people that live here. Traditionally, doctors have been caretakers, and over time that has fell apart. I take time to take care of patients. Patients want to be listened to. And to me, this is more than a job. I'm committed to Midwest City, and I want my patients to know that I've got your back.
Hudeberg, the dealership Oklahomans can count on.
Why can you count on them? Because they give their customers more.
Oklahoma is growing, and Hudeberg is growing too, with 5 different brands and thousands of new and used vehicles.
Hudeberg, 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 Hudeberg. Wow! It's been 60 years and Hudeberg is still here.
You can count on Hudeberg. We'll give you more.
Hudeberg.com.
You can count on Hudeberg, we'll give you more.
I do take a lot of time to listen to my patients. I sit down and spend time with them, get to know them, try to learn what their health goals are, what they hope to get from their visit when they see me, and really get to know them because that helps me come up with a care plan for them. Any new patient who is thinking about coming to see me, I'd like to help them be able to do all the activities, all the things they want to do. I'm Dr. Kidwell, and I'm here to take care of you and your family.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rates starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
We're back here with the kickoff for the second half with Carl Albert and the Piedmont Wildcats. Jacob Eddy will be kicking off.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see an onside here.
Well, let's see. Jacob Eddy is back. He gets the call for the kick. And the kick is up. The boot is up. And it's going to get taken about the 17-yard line. And he's going to get busted right there at the 25. They're doing everything they can do to rip that ball out.
Is Caden Hendren on the return there. One thing I noticed, the Wildcats, to begin a play, they have poor ball security. They kind of keep that ball a little bit too far away from their belly, and so if Carl Albert can get enough pressure early, they'll be able to punch that ball out as soon as the guy gets the ball.
So Piedmont takes over on their own 29-yard line where it's 1st and 10. Quarterback is under center. And there's a man that jumps on the right side. That'll be 5 yards back. That was number 55, the right tackle for the Wildcats.
That's a no-no.
So that's going to move the ball from the 29 back to the 26-yard line. And that'll bring up 1st down and 15 for the Wildcats. Getting them behind the sticks here early, and that's important. One man to the top of your screen.
Let's make a play here, Titans.
Got a man in motion, and they call it again.
Another one.
You've got another illegal procedure.
Oh.
And that's going to move it from the 26 back to the 21-yard line.
Carl Albert's looking alive over there on the sideline.
Actually brings it from the it went from the 29 to the 24, and then from the 24 back to the 19.
I think you're still trying to make up for those 3 yards.
Yeah, I am. My math skills.
Your fake 3 yards.
My math skills just left me. Yeah. So we're back at the 19-yard line where it's 1st and 20 And this is a little bit of a break here for the Titans early on, and we need it as we are down 10-6. Handoff right up the middle, and he is clean up.
Give it right back.
Reese Collier was the first man to meet him there trying to rip the ball out, and he actually takes it all the way back.
Up to the 39, they might give him a first down here.
Let's see where the line judge puts it. It looks like it's going to be about the 38. So that's 19 yards and brings up 2nd down and 1 for the Wildcats.
Can't have that.
No, you cannot. And that was there again. That was up the middle. So you've got a man at the top of your screen and a man at the bottom. And the quarterback, man in motion. Quarterback's going to hand it off right up the middle again. And that's number 73 with the tackle.
Mason
that's
Still and
Jonathan
Fulkerson.
Fulkerson. But that moves the ball from the 38 to the 41 for a first down for the Wildcats.
Had him backed up 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Have yet to run a play in the second half. Give it right back, and then all of a sudden, things aren't looking too good. So
the Wildcats are moving the ball again. And again, the play clock is down to 7-6. And they hand it off up the middle. And he's going to bust up there for about 2 yards on the carry. So he's going to go from the 41 up to the 43-yard line, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats.
You know, another key to stopping this Piedmont offense is the nose guard. And
yes.
I believe tonight that's Alphonse Joseph. He's just got to get a good push.
Alphonse is actually out there on the end.
I've seen him on like the middle of every play. So it's,
yeah. Well, he's crashing
Jonathan
in.
Fulkerson.
He's crashing in, and that may be one of the problems because Alphonse is fast, but he has not taken that in. Pitch out to the left. Again, Reese Collier's going to chase it down, but he misses and he goes around the corner. And he gets pushed out there at the 50-yard line. So that was 7 yards picked up, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
We got to tighten down back at the line of scrimmage. I want to say it's Petey. Not 100% sure, though.
No, Petey's out there.
Yeah, Petey's out there, yeah. I just saw it, too, so I wasn't sure.
Well, we've got a man down, so we're going to take a break here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We'll be right back. We're back with you where the Piedmont Wildcats have it 3rd down and 1 at midfield. And they are lined up for a power set. He's going to hand off right up the middle to number 44. And I think he's going to have enough for the first down. So that's going to move the ball into Titan territory. That was James McGuire, number 44. Just a big fullback taking it up there. So it moves to the 49-yard line where it's a first down for the Piedmont Wildcats.
Not so fast. We're having problems with the chains. I'm not sure what's going on. The ball is clearly about a half yard, almost a yard past the line to gain.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe you'll be wrong this time.
I'm never wrong, Kirk. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, 9:50 left here in the third.
Just to remind you, Piedmont's had the ball the entire third quarter. And so they've had the ball for 3 minutes to this point. They're going to stretch that chain out there, and it is good enough for a first down. Sorry, Braden, I called that one.
It's weird. I'll never run unless I'm talking to my girlfriend. So
That's right. First down and 10 for the Wildcats at the Carl Albert 49. This is getting ready to be the 6th play in the drive, and we just passed the 3-minute mark in this drive. And that's what they did in the first half, was just to burn up the clock and continue to drive the ball. So the quarterback is under center, and he's going to pitch it out here to the right. And he's got blockers, and he made it through that first line.
You got 4 hats on the ball and 1 blocker, and Carl Albert just really doesn't know where to go right now.
49 to the 42 is 7-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and 3 for the Wildcats.
Once Piedmont gets out on the edge, they're running downhill, and Carl Albert's just automatically on their heels. They're not trying to attack the ball at all. They're reacting to the run rather than going downhill trying to make a play.
So the ball's at the 42-yard line in Titan territory. 2nd down, right up the middle. And he is just going to fight. And he's going to fight for enough for the first down. He's going to move that ball from the 42. It's going to go all the way down to about the 38-yard line. And that's enough for another first down. First downs are what they're thriving on right now. They don't care if it's 5 and 6 yards at a time. It doesn't matter. They're going to take those first downs.
This is a throwback to 3 yards in a cloud of dust football.
Yeah, it really is.
This isn't wishbone. This is even older than that.
8 minutes and 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Man in motion. He's going to put it up the middle. False start again. That's going to move him back. So with that penalty, it's going to put him from the 38 back to the 43. And that brings up 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Well, the Wildcats have they came in with a game plan. Their game plan is working. They're executing it, and we have not been able to put the stop on it as of yet. So he's going to hand off. It's right there again in the middle. He is a strong run back. We got a late flag there as well. So that's going to move the ball. The result of the play goes down to the 34-yard line. And then there's going to be a personal foul added to that. And so that's going to move the ball another 15 yards. And that's going to put the ball around the 21-yard line, if I count that off right. Actually about the 19-yard line. I had it on the wrong side.
Something Carl Albert's been doing in the second half, at least that I've just noticed, is they're changing up their down line front. They've gone from 3, 4. I've seen 2 and then 5 up. So
Wildcats are 1st and 10. He's going to get stuffed to the line right there. 1st and 10 at the 19. He's going to pick up 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9. So he goes from the 19 down to the 18. 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats.
That was more of a bad read by Dylan Hampton than anything. No real pressure there. Just a bad read by Dylan Hampton. I mean, that's bound to happen with as many plays as they've ran tonight.
Right.
But shouldn't affect Piedmont too much. Still a yard gain. So as long as you're moving forward here, that's all you want out of a triple option offense.
Man in motion. And he's going to hand it off around the left edge. He's going to get pounded.
Who is that?
That was actually a good hit there by Reese Collier. And Reese
try to fire out the sideline a little bit. I love it.
He picks up 1 yard on the play, moves the ball down to the 17. And so that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats.
This might be the biggest play of the game so far here.
That's the kind of hit that we needed to see, and we need to see that again.
Yep. I think this is the biggest play of the game so far right here. It's 3rd and 8. They don't really have a field goal unit, so we'll see what they do here. They might pass it. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, he gets loose around the left side.
He's short.
He is short. That's going to bring up 4th and 3, it looks like.
I think it's going to be 4th and inches.
Oh, man, he gave him a great spot. He put him down at the 11-yard line, so he picked up 6. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Yep, 4th and 2.
4th and 2 from just outside the 11-yard line. This is one of those times, you know, they've got clock. They're going to use it.
Yep.
And let that clock continue to run.
So now this is the biggest play of the game.
Yeah, right. I think every play is going to be
yeah, every play is going to be big defensively here.
So what we've got 4th and 2 on the Carl Albert 11. And they may try to draw them off sides. I think that's what they were trying to do, and so they are going to call timeout for the Piedmont Wildcats. They're first of the half, and we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Back with you, and that play is run, and he is stopped. He gets nowhere, and Carl Albert will take over on downs.
That's the death squad we know and love.
At the 11-yard line, at their own 11-yard line. That was 12 plays eating up almost 7 minutes, and we've got to see the Titans come out with a little bit different look and a little bit different attitude right now.
I would say an 89-yard shot here, but you want to give your defense a breather.
Yeah, Carl Albert is going to take over with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left in the third quarter.
That was a huge, huge stop for Carl Albert.
At their own 12-yard line. So Ben Harris is in. Javion Hunt is behind him. 1 man to the top, 2 men at the bottom. Ben's going to make a little twist, and he's going to push from the 12 all the way up to just outside the 15.
Hey, if you can't beat them, join them. We're starting to run the option ourselves. Our own version of it. That was a little spread option.
Actually, the man on the other side only gave him to the 14. The man on this side gave him to the 15. And I think
we love communication.
Yeah. So that actually was to the 14. That's only a 2-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and 8. And I don't know. Maybe the coaches have spotted something that I don't see, but we've got to get a little air into the ball here.
They continue to go to the run.
He's going to drop back for the pass. He's going to throw out to the right side, and he's got a man. That's a first down.
There we go
for the Titans. So that moves the ball from the 14 all the way up to the 26-yard line. First down, Carl Albert Titans.
Let's get some momentum going, boys.
Well, here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Ben Harris is going to take the snap. He's going to move out to his left, and he's going to go ahead and take the run up the side, and he's going to move from the 26. Hey, there's another flag. There we go.
There it is.
He's going to move from the 26. He is originally taken down at the 33-yard line. And then they're going to add a personal foul onto this. It's actually to the 34-yard line. And then they're going to put a personal foul on top of this, which is going to move the ball all the way up to about the 49. So that penalty moves the ball to the 49, and another first down for the Titans.
Yeah, you can't hit a guy and stand over him.
No.
Especially the quarterback. You definitely cannot do that.
So the Titans have a little bit of motion here. 1 man to the top of your screen, 2 men to the bottom. Still got Javion Hunt in the backfield. Ben Harris takes the snap. He's going to move to his right. He's going to pitch out to Harris. Harris has got the corner. He's across the 50, 45, and he's pushed out of bounds there at about the 42-yard line.
Here we go. There's that Mo. I can feel it.
So he goes
sides.
So he goes from the 49 to the 42. Is going to bring up second down. Actually, they give him all the way to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like the right spot.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. And so we've got a little motion here, got a little move. Ben Harris is split out to the left side. We've got the power set in. Javion Hunt takes the snap, and he pushes hard across the middle, and he drags them for all the way down to about the 39-yard line, and that's good for a Titan first down.
Gain of 5 there. I mean, you know what's coming. It's either going to be power right or power left.
Exactly.
And 9 times out of 10 going to be on the strong side. So Piedmont knew what was coming, but they just could not stop Hunt coming downhill.
They're actually going to give him all the way down to the 38. And the Titans are moving the ball for the first time in this game. 2 minutes and 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Our third quarter sponsor is Middale Technology Center, 22 career majors within 15 distinct programs. So Harris is in the backfield, and this time it looks like we have Montrell Britt, and there's going to be a reverse to Kentrell Brazel, and he's around to the right side, and he pushes all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Got a flag down on the play.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's a great wrinkle.
That was a great wrinkle. That's number 78, Noah Dobson's kind of standing there with his hands on his hips like I'm not sure what I did, but looks like it was against me. So a good little play that moved the ball from the 38 and actually was
legal block in the back.
It's going to be a block in the back, and it is a spot foul, so it will actually move the ball back. So we'll actually pick up 1 yard on the play. So the play goes from the 38 to the 39 after the penalty.
And it's be first down.
First down and 9. That was a nice little wrinkle on that play.
Yeah.
Javion Hunt is backing up Harris in the backfield now. 2 men to the top, 1 to the bottom. Harris is going to go ahead and hold on to the ball. He's across the 30, and he's going to go out of bounds. He gets pushed out a little bit further there, but no call. He's going to get across the 30. He's going to be pushed out there at the 26-yard line.
25's playing kind of on the fence there.
Yep.
That was a really close call. Looked like Ben was kind of giving himself up, and 25 tried to go for the ankles and almost got him.
Well, there we are, 1st and 10 for the Titans at the 26-yard line. This is the 8th play of the drive, 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Harris is in the backfield. Javion Hunt behind him. He's going to hand off to Hunt. Hunt's going to move to his right, and he gets stuffed in the backfield there. He's going to lose about 3.5 yards. That tackle was made there by Cameron West for the Wildcats. So he's going to move from the 26 to the 29. And you can call it a loss of 4. You can call it a loss of 3. It's actually just about 3.5. So that brings up 2nd and 13. Our third quarter sponsor is Middale Technology Center, 22 career majors within 15 distinct programs and dozens of short-term special interest courses for you to choose from Middale Technology Center. There's 17 seconds left on the play clock, 1 minute and 38 left in the quarter, and Harris is in the backfield. And he's going to hold it himself. He's going to go to the right, and he's going to have to cut outside. He's going to get up, the little spin move there, and he gets up to about the 24, maybe the 23 if they give him a good spot.
It's another great wrinkle. I mean, we've seen that play before, but, they just add a little bit something different every time. You can really tell that Carl Albert's really opening up the playbook here just to try to get something going, try to give Piedmont a look that they haven't seen before on film prior to this game.
So they set that ball on the 24-yard line, and that brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Titans.
I think this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, you're going to hear the crowd going crazy here. 54 seconds left in this quarter, and then we'll have the wind at our back again.
Got the timeout.
Carl Albert's going to take a timeout, so we're going to take a timeout with you. We'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, we're back with you. Carl Albert called a timeout there. There's 46.4 seconds left in the third quarter. Our third quarter sponsor is Middale Technology, 22 career majors with 15 distinct programs. Braden, you said during the break there, it's 4-down territory for the Titans.
Yeah.
And, we'll see. We do have a pretty good place kicker. You can't come away without points. You have to come away with points.
Yeah.
So the ball's on the 24-yard line. It's 3rd down and 7. Harris is going to take it up the middle, and he's going to break through. He cuts up and he jumps over, and he holds on to that ball. Thank goodness he holds on to that ball. But now we are in the Redstone red zone.
I think that was Sam Bradford out there, a little helicopter
That's the way
move.
it looked. He moves the ball all the way down to the 8-yard line. Great pickup there. And Harris is kind of a man possessed right now.
This is Ben just putting the team on his back and saying, let's go win this ball game, boys.
We're in the red zone, and we're actually first and goal at the 8-yard line. Redstone Red Zone. Unlock the door of your next new home with Redstone Construction, 405-214-8929. Got the power set, a little bit different move. We've got a motion man. That's Javion Hunt. He's going to take it around the left side, and he's got the speed. He's in there, and there are flags down.
2 flags down.
Flag down in the backfield and flag down over here on the left side.
I have 2 holding calls here.
Well, he took it from the 8, and he just sprinted around that left side and cut in there for the touchdown for the Titans. And it looks like we're going to see how this plays out. We've got 2 flags, and they're having a conference on the field.
I don't know what restaurants are around here, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. The Titans are exchanging some players right now. And
going back to their normal set.
So the ball started out at the 8-yard line. There was a flag that was thrown at the 5. We have holding call, and the flag in the backfield is waved off. So there is a holding call at the 5, and that's going to move the ball back to the 15.
Piedmont was trying to decide which one they could accept, which one they could decline, and which one was going to give Carl Albert the most penalty yardage. So looks like we're going to reset.
So we're going to be 3.2 seconds left on the clock, and it's 1st and goal at the 15 now for the Titans. So the Titans have 1 play left here in this quarter. This is our Middale Technology Center quarter. Ben Harris is in the backfield. He's backed up by Javion Hunt. He's going to take it around the right side. He's going to just run out of bounds there. There's another flag that comes in from the referee on the backside.
We're going to get Kenyon Arnold on that.
And so that ball goes from the 15 all the way down to the 8 again. And there is another holding that will be at the 8-yard line. And so that will move the ball back to the 18-yard line. And that's where we'll start up with the 4th quarter. Piedmont 10, Carl Albert 6. We'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Hi, my name is Zach Knudsen. I'm an orthopedic surgeon in Oklahoma City. I'm a specialist in hip and knee preservation, in particular cartilage restoration, hip arthroscopy, minimally invasive procedures to try to salvage hips and knees and try to prevent them from going on to arthroplasty or joint replacement. Orthopedics is unique in that it is the ability to have somebody who's injured, their life has changed.
And we're back with you. Sorry for that stream. We got a little excited up here, and evidently we got unplugged. So we're back with you here in the 4th quarter, where Carl Albert is at the Piedmont 16-yard line. Javion Hunt takes it up the middle, and he pushes back to the 15-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 15.
Tell you what, this Piedmont sideline is getting real excited, and they already got that one one warning. So they got to watch it here. They don't want to let up a dumb penalty and let Carl Albert's door a little bit open.
It's 3rd and goal from the 16-yard line for the Titans. There's going to be a lot of noise here in just a minute because the Piedmont crowd is very much into this game with the possibility of upsetting the Titans. So here goes the Titans. It is 3rd down and goal at the 16-yard line. 2 men to the top, 1 to your bottom. Harris takes the snap. He's going to toss it out there. He's got it. If he can just a little bit overthrown. Javion Traylor was out of bounds. And so now it is 4th down.
This is where that missed extra point comes into play.
That's right. And so here we are. The score is 10 for the Wildcats and 6 for the Titans. But the Titans have moved the ball. They moved the ball all through the 3rd quarter. This is the 13th play of the drive. And now we have Jacob Eddy in for the field goal. The ball's going to be put down at the 23, so this will be a 33-yard field goal attempt. Ball is down, kick is up. It's good. And it is no good. It pushes off to the left. And so that's a turnover on downs. That's a turnover on downs for the Carl Albert Titans. That ball just faded to the left and went just outside of the goalpost. And so the Titans are back on defense. 11 minutes and 7 seconds left in this 4th quarter. Remax Cobblestone, there's no place like home. And who else better to help you find it than Remax Cobblestone?
And a big loss there is Noah Dobson's real slow to get off the field. Had to be helped off a little bit by his teammates before walking off under his own power. He's getting tended to on the sideline.
They're just going to grind out the middle here, it looks like, for this first play. And he's going to actually get the linesman over here sometimes gives a little bit better spot than what I'm seeing happen. But
they're generous people.
Going to move up there to the 22-yard line, 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats. So here the Carl Albert Titans have got to stiffen up and got to get this ball back. I mean, that's just really the –
you can't even bend here.
No,
I mean,
no,
there's not enough time to bend.
No, because they've been running off some long drives. And so he's right around the right side, and he's got open territory, and he cuts back into the field. He's wanting to stay in for sure, but he's going to take that ball all the way into Titan territory, all the way down to the 48-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
It's been the same thing all day.
That's right. So the Wildcats have moved the ball now from the 20-yard line into Carl Albert Titan territory at the Carl Albert Titan 48. 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Remax Cobblestone, our 4th quarter sponsor, is no place like home. Again, Piedmont has come in with a game plan. They played it well. He's right up the middle, and he is running hard for another 1st down, picking up, just gashing the defense at that point. And that time he picked up about 15 yards on the carry. He went from the 48 down to the 34-yard line. So 14-yard pickup and another 1st down. Well, that big line is kind of playing hard right now. They're pushing it out.
This is
creating a hole.
This is where size matters. I mean, like they're so much bigger on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
The quarterback takes the snap, hands off up the middle, and it's just a dive play there for about a yard, maybe a yard and a half, from the 34 down to the 33-yard line. 1 yard picked up on the play, brings up 2nd and 9.
I mean, the few times that Carl Albert's gotten a good push up through the middle has been in the Wildcat backfield. They've just pitched it outside and ripped them for 35 yards. So it's a double-edged sword here for the Titans. I mean, you just have to get a turnover on this drive. You're already backed up enough. You got about 30 yards left to defend. You got 8 minutes, 40 seconds left. here in the fourth. You got to get a turnover for your offense. Pick him up.
Takes the snap. Hands it. He's going to take it himself across that right side. He's not going to get anything. They're going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, so that's going to go from the 33 to the 33, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
So this ball is going to be snapped with about 7 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Yeah, because they're using every second. Every second. Again, good game plan.
Yeah.
Keep the ball out of the Titans' hands.
Got to give credit to Piedmont. I mean, they've done exactly what they wanted to do. And
so here they are. The play clock is down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and they're going to have to take a delay of game right there. Oh, no, they're going to call a timeout. So Piedmont takes a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout with you. We'll be right back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com. Mid-Dell Vision Source has been a leading eye care provider in this area for more than 50 years. Our doctors have the experience to diagnose and treat a variety of eye problems, all while providing a high level of personalized care using the latest up-to-date eye care technology. Whether it's contacts, lenses and frames, or just a routine checkup, see the professionals at Mid-Dell Vision Source, bringing excellence into focus. Mid-Dell Vision Source, 2008 South Post Road in Midwest City.
So we're back with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where the Carl Albert Titans are trailing the Piedmont Wildcats 10-6 with 7 minutes and 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And right now it's 3rd down and 9 for the Wildcats on the Titan 33-yard line. Quarterback takes the snap right up the middle, and he is stopped right there at the line. So it'll bring up 4th down.
It's huge.
The ball moves to the 32 is what it looks like.
Punt team's going to come out
1 yard, and they're going to put the punter in for the Wildcats. And so that's a big stop for the Titans.
We're going to have trailer deep to field this one. He's going to put his heels on what appears to be the 5.
Watch careful here. We've got 10 men up on the front.
They move.
Yeah, it's called on the Wildcats. That's what the man in the white hat said. So that's going to move the ball from the 32 back to the 37.
So that's for sure a punt.
Yeah.
I don't see Piedmont running a fake here, getting cute with it, being up 4 with 7 minutes left here. More importantly, it stops the clock for a little bit for Carl Albert until the white hat turns it back on, as he does right now.
Oh, we almost got that block. We had a man back there. He's going to let that go. No,
touchback.
No, it is a touchback. It is a touchback, and we've got a referee saying it is, and so that's for absolute sure that it is.
It's not like the NFL. There's an invisible wall
That's
up
right.
at the goal line.
And so Carl Albert will take over here, and this is the drive that's going to either I'm not going to say we're going to make it or break it, but it's an important drive. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I'll say it's make it or break it.
Carl Albert's going to take over the ball on their own 20-yard line.
This is the last drive of the game if you're Carl Albert offensively. This is it. This is your one shot.
This is where you've got to stand up and go.
And you've got to take just as much time off the clock as Piedmont's taken off all game. You got to have a 4 or 5 minute drive here and force the hand of Piedmont, because they don't have a 2-minute offense.
You got Kentrell Bazell in the backfield behind Ben Harris. Got 2 men to the bottom of your screen and 1 to the top of your screen. Harris takes the snap. He's going to move out here to the right. He's got a little bit of space in the middle. He cuts back across. He gets to the 30, 35, and he just trips up there all the way up to the 38-yard line. And so that moves an 18-yard carry for Harris from the 20 to the 38. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Carl Albert Titans.
That's just Ben saying, come on, boys, get on my back. Big boys, you block for me. I'm going to carry everybody else. Let's go.
6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter sponsor is Remax Cobblestone. There's no place like home, and who else better to take you there than Remax Cobblestone. Ben Harris is in the backfield. Kentrell Bazell is out to the left. He's got a little. He pitches. Oh, and there's a fumble. The ball's on the ground. Bazell holds on. He picks it up. That was a
late pitch.
That was a late pitch and high and outside, and so that moves the ball from the 38 back to the 37.5. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 there for the Titans. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock.
Now the clock's your friend. The clock's your friend. You want it ticking. You got the ball. If you got the ball, the clock's your friend in this game right now. You're only down 4. Touchdown wins it here.
So the Titans come to the line, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the play clock. They get it off. Harris drops back to pass. He throws across the middle. Oh! He hit Javion Hunt in the hands, but he missed that ball. Beautiful pass across the middle. And so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 with the ball still at the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. I don't know if you noticed there, but we just moved from the 37.5 up to the 38 on that play, and it was incomplete.
I think that officially makes that 3 yards back that you were wanting earlier.
So here we are at 3rd down. A lot of noise here on this side of the field. We've got one man to the top of your screen. You've got 3 wide on the bottom of your screen. Hunt is in the backfield blocking. He's going to throw a little screen pass out to Hunt. Hunt does not get it.
Go for it.
So here we are.
Go for it.
At the 37-yard line, and it's an important decision for Coach Corley at this time as to how it's going to play out. It actually was set up very well. And Harris again.
There's a 4th throw.
Harris again.
Off his back foot.
Yep. "13 seconds left on the play clock as Carl Albert comes to the line. And I can tell you right now, this could very well be the play of the game because 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. Harris takes the ball. He drops back into coverage. He hit Julian Traylor. He catches the ball. He's down to the 38-yard line.
What a throw, Ben Harris.
Titans. That goes from the 37 in Titan territory to the 38-yard line into Wildcat territory, and the Titans are still on the move with 5 minutes left to go.
Staying alive, staying alive.
That's what you do. That's your gut check right there.
There you go.
When you stand in, because he saw a man coming at him even.
That was Ben Harris standing up.
He stood in. The ball's at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Harris takes the snap. He moves around to the right side. He's got a man that's going to take.
What are you doing?
Yeah, he
trying to do too much there.
That ball is turned over, and there is no replay on this.
That's just Ben trying to do too much there.
That's a fumble for Harris back at the 45-yard line. And so Piedmont will take over with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left at their own 45-yard line. Yeah, that's one of those times when you
got to go down.
You throw it away, you go down, you go ahead and take the bad play, and you let it go. So the defense is coming up, and they've got to step up. 4 minutes and 38 seconds. This is not undoable, but we've got to make it happen.
2 timeouts.
Gut play right up the middle, and he gets hit hard, but he's going to fight for about 7 yards on that play.
Every ball carrier for Piedmont's going to know that they're going to be stripping the ball.
He moves from the 45 in Piedmont territory all the way down to the 47 in Carl Albert territory, where it brings up 2nd down and 2.
And Carl Albert has 2 timeouts left.
First downs are your friends here for Piedmont, and we've just got to get the ball back. So the Titans had their opportunity, and now the defense has got to step up. 3 minutes and 58 seconds left on the clock, right up the middle, and he's going to get stopped there with about a 1-yard gain. So it's going to go from the 47 to the 46. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
get a stop here, call timeout, preserve a little bit of clock left, make it 4th down. You know Piedmont's going to go for it here. I mean, it's plus territory for Piedmont. Yeah, it's close to the 50. But with it being, if it does end up being 4th down, it's going to be about 4th and 1. If that.
10 seconds left on the play clock, 3 minutes and 19 seconds left on the game clock. And they've got a false start. It's going to move them back 5 yards right there. So that's going to go from the 46 back into Piedmont territory at the 49. And so that's going to take it 3rd down and 6 from Piedmont's 49-yard line.
And the clock stops.
And the clock stops. You know, I mean, you've got to take the pitch man here. I don't care. You've got to take the pitch man. Because that has been their bread and butter for 3rd and long. I mean, you got to cover the pitch man. You got to push him back to the inside. He goes right up the middle, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Timeout.
And that's Corley. He's taking the timeout right there.
Exactly.
And so
3 minutes left here.
3
in the
minutes
fourth quarter.
left, and the ball moved from the Piedmont 49 down to the Titan 48. And so that's going to bring up 4th and 3 for the Piedmont Wildcats. We're going to stay with you here. Our 4th down sponsors, Remax Cobblestone. There's no place like home, and who else better to help you find it than Remax Cobblestone? Well, Braden, we're at 4th and 3, 4th and 4 at the most, and this is going to be a very, very important play, depending upon what Piedmont wants to do. And honestly, they've got some options. You can punt the ball deep. That's one thing you can do, or you can go ahead and make Carl Albert burn another timeout by running a play, maybe picking it up, maybe not.
That's exactly what I do.
But then you're going to get down into the 2 minutes and 20 seconds before Carl Albert strikes the clock again.
Yeah.
And so it looks like they are going to line up for a punt.
Kick it to trailer.
Try to stick them deep.
Don't move, boys.
Try to stick the Titans deep. That's right. You've got to not move on this. And there was the first play to make them move. And they're probably going to try another one. They're going to go. The ball is down.
Stop.
The punter's almost a bad punt. The punt goes straight up. Everybody wants to get away. That's right.
2-yard punt. Bad for the brand.
And so there we go. That's the break we were needing with 2 minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock on the 4th quarter. And the Titans have the ball now on the 46-yard line in their own territory. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock.
Guys, I'm 21 years old, and I think I need blood pressure medicine. This is crazy. Man, Pat McAfee would just cry looking at that punt. That was a 2-yard punt.
It's time to see the offense move the ball, and the 2-minute offense has worked well for us already this year. We've used it in several games just in practice. He's going to drop back. He's going to clear out. He passes over, and he's down there. Trailer's down, and that's going to stop the clock.
That's all right. He just secured it.
That ball goes. There's a flag down. Way late, completely after the play. So the first down will be done, I feel pretty sure, but that ball's going to be put down on the 37-yard line. And I do not know.
Both teams are pointing at each other, so I don't know what's going on.
But the man in the white hat's going to tell us.
Illegal man downfield.
Well after the play. So that's going to take the ball back. And another thing it does is we lose about 10 seconds off the clock. And so the ball is going to be placed at the 41-yard line. It's 1st and 15. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Harris is in the backfield. He takes the ball. He's going to drop back. He's got a little bit of a push. Harris is going to throw out here to number 10.
Rico Wyndham.
Rico Wyndham.
Fans wanting a phantom hold. And they got it somehow.
Actually,
saying incomplete pass.
He did not get a phantom hold. He got an incomplete pass there on the right side. And so that's going to be 2nd and 15. The ball's at the 41, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. 2nd down, ball in the 41. And now we've got to see a little catch and run here.
Honestly, plenty of time for Carl Albert to score. You
Definitely.
2:35, you still got a timeout left. You just can't kill yourself with penalties.
Javion Hunt in the backfield. He opens up in the middle. He's got a wide open pass across the middle. He's gonna push.
Try to get out of
down
bounds.
at the 50.
Cannot hesitate there. Just get upfield or get out of bounds. Make a choice.
2 minutes and 20 seconds, and it's 3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 7, actually. The ball is at the 50-yard line, and the referees are taking their sweet time and setting this clock, but it's 2 minutes and 9 seconds left.
Piedmont's coach was all the way past the numbers. I don't know what's going on there.
2 minutes left. Harris drops back to pass. He throws it out there to Javion Traylor, who gets the ball for the 1st down, and that stops the clock.
There's no flag. No flags. At least
so that
yet.
goes from the 50 down to the 41-yard line. They're going to place it at the 42-yard line. And that's 1st and 10 for the Titans. And when the ball will be placed, the clock will start. It's 1:50 left in the game. 2 men at the bottom, 2 men at the top.
Minute 40 left.
Harris in the backfield. He takes the snap. He throws it out there to number 10. That's Kobe Cruz. Rico Wyndham all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Titans with 1:32 left on the clock.
And he took a pop.
And we are in the Redstone red zone. Unlock the door of your next new home with Redstone Construction. 405-214-8929.
Rico took a pop,
The
held
ball
onto
is
the
at
ball.
the 19-yard line.
Rico actually came out. He's injured on the play.
3 men at the bottom, 1 man at the top. Harris takes the ball. He's under pressure. There's flags all over. Illegal procedure is going to be called on the Titans with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go.
Settle down.
The ball will be moved from the 19 back to the 24-yard line, where it's still 1st down for the Titans.
Just a reminder, 1:15 left on the clock, but this isn't just a regular district game. This is for number 41 in the win streak.
That's true.
Just a reminder for everyone at home.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about it.
That's right. So here we are. 1 minute and 12 seconds left on the clock. You've got 2 men at the bottom of your screen. And Carl Albert is going to have to use a timeout because they had too many men on the field.
That's going to be the Titans' last timeout. Minute 5 left. That was just a mental error.
1 minute and 5 seconds left. And we're going to stay with you because we're going to finish out this game because that's what we do. And this is an exciting end to an incredible game.
Stressful,
that has
for
been played
sure. Stressful.
all night long, including about a 45-minute weather delay at the very beginning. The score is 10 for the Wildcats and 6 for the Titans.
This game has the excitement of a Big 12 game in the past 5 minutes and the score of a Big 10 game.
Right.
It's just
1:05 left on the clock. Piedmont has 1 timeout left. The Titans just took their last timeout. And it is 1st down and 15 from the Piedmont 24-yard line. And so this is not undoable again. We've got 4 plays that we can run here. Now, penalties, we can't have them anymore.
No more.
No more penalties. So we got to make this go. And we're getting set up. And both sides of the field are pretty excited with what's going on right now. This is 1 minute and 5 seconds. Got Javion Hunt backing up Ben Harris in the backfield. 2 men to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. Harris is going to pitch it out here to Javion Hunt. The ball goes down on the ground, and Javion Hunt does recover all the way back at the 31-yard line. And that keeps the clock moving. There's 53 seconds left. Now there's 50 seconds left. Now there's 45 seconds left. Harris is back. He takes the snap. He drops back to pass. He throws it all the way across and is knocked down. That's going to stop the clock with 37.9 seconds left. And it is third down from the 31-yard line.
Ben tried to force it there. Double coverage. Had the safety over the top as well as the man covering. It's not a good throw there. You got to make a better decision. It was a quick one reader. Wasn't there. Should have just gotten out of the pocket, thrown it away, or try to go down to his number 2.
There's 2 plays left here, 37.9 seconds. It is third down and forever. It's actually third down and
Piedmont knows they're passing. You got no timeouts left. You're not going to try to run.
Yeah, you're going to pass. There's no doubt. Hunt in the backfield. Harris takes the snap. And now it's going to move us back 5 more yards. Going to go from the 31 to the 36. And that makes it about third down and 27, I believe. The ball is at the 36-yard line, 37.4 seconds left on the clock. The Titans can actually pick up a first down by making it down to the 9-yard line. But right now, you've got 2 plays to score.
Yep.
So Ben Harris takes the snap and he drops back. He's going to throw it long up there to the right, and it is picked off, and that will probably be the game. Number 3 has got the ball, and he is down at the 46-yard line. And that, the Piedmont Wildcats take over. The Piedmont Wildcats take over at the 46-yard line. Actually at the 47-yard line with 25.3 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like Piedmont is going to take this. All they have to do is down the ball because Carl Albert has no timeouts left. And so the score currently is Piedmont 10, Carl Albert 6. We're sending Braden down to the field to get our sideline report. And so that ball has been snapped, and that will be the end of the game, where the streak comes to an end with 40 wins in a row for the Carl Albert Titans, and the Piedmont Wildcats have knocked off the Titans this evening by a score of 10-6. And the student section is taking the field as we speak, even before the players get an opportunity to shake hands. And this is one of those things that's strictly forbidden, but it's happening right now. So we'll be right back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
At F&B Community Bank, our team's #1 goal is serving our customers.
From our low auto rates starting at 2.99% APR.
To our free small business checking account, you can score big at FNB.
You can even earn cash back when using your FNB debit card. So there's no need to play hardball.
Because at FNB, you're the real MVP. Let our team serve you.
For 60 years, Hudeberg Auto Group has